It's been over a month since Vivo introduced its newest addition to the V series lineup, the vivo V50 5G. We all know how great the V series is in terms of performance, cameras, and so on. Today, let's see if the vivo V50 5G can live up to the standards of its predecessor or will exceed it. And for a price of 27,999 pesos, is it really worth it? Sup peeps, Earl here from Yugatech, and enough of a long intro, let's jump right into the video. Right off the bat, the vivo V50 5G has an exquisite appearance that is pleasing to our eyes. Its curved body adds a nice touch to the overall design of the phone. Our unit comes in this Ancora red and it is available in misty purple and satin black. The phone retains its slimness, which is very comfortable to grip and weighs only 189 grams. I love how it perfectly fits my hands and pocket, especially since I'm always on the go. If you're wondering how durable the phone is, the vivo V50 5G has an IP68 and 69 rating, making it resistant to dust and water. And don't fret about the slimness, it's indeed durable. The phone is built with a plastic back panel and is protected by Vivo's so-called 10-facet cushioning structure. Plus, there's the double strengthened Gorilla Glass and diamond anti-drop film at the front, making it more robust to withstand drops and scratches. For buttons and ports, the right side carries the power button and volume rocker, while the other side remains clean and as is. At the bottom, you'll see the Type-C port, dual SIM card slot, and the loudspeaker. The other loudspeaker is situated inside the phone's earpiece. Up top, you can see the microphone. Flip over to the front, the vivo V50 5G sports a 6.77-inch Full HD Plus 3D curved AMOLED display and has a 120Hz adaptive refresh rate. The unit gave us a great viewing experience. It has a well-balanced color, contrast, and deep blacks. The thin borders and its quad curved sides made the phone's display more immersive and fun to watch and surf around socials. I have used it as my daily driver and the V50 gave me a smooth experience scrolling on my IG and socials. And when we're outdoors, the phone's display still doesn't disappoint me. I can use it even direct sunlight without the hassle. The vivo V50 can peak brightness of up to 4,500 nits. For watching content, the phone's display is complemented by its loud dual stereo speakers. It lacks bass than I'd hope, but it's loud and still has a decent audio output. We were able to use it the entirety of listening to party music while we were at home, giving us a decent soundstage when listening to your genre of music. The V series has always been known for its cameras, and with collaboration with Zeiss, you can expect good and very detailed photos. The dual camera rear setup comprises of a 50-megapixel main with OIS and a 50-megapixel ultra-wide lens. At the front, you'll see the 50-megapixel selfie shooter housed in a punch-hole design. As a shutterbug, I did enjoy capturing images using the vivo V50. We took some shots when we went to Singapore and it was able to capture great snaps even at night. However, there's a tendency that when you shoot images and adjust the focal length on the default camera mode, it starts to overly beautify and smoothen the photo, which makes it unnatural. Although it's given that there's no dedicated telephoto lens on the vivo V50 5G, regardless, it still produces nice images overall. There's still the nifty aura light feature, and Vivo actually made it bigger, making it slightly brighter than its predecessor. For video recording, you can shoot up to a max of 4K at 30 frames per second on all Zeiss lenses, but it limits to 1080p at 30 frames per second when you enable the ultra stabilization mode. You can now also use AI Studio's features like the AI Erase 2.0 and Live Studio Cutout for a cleaner composition. There's also a film camera mode which you can play around with, and it gives your images a vintage taste. And to those who are interested in the images taken by the V50 Zeiss lenses, here it is. Under the hood, the unit is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 chip paired with 12GB of RAM and another 12GB of extended RAM expansion, giving you a total of 24GB RAM. For storage, you are given a space of 512GB. Although some of you may notice that its chipset is a carryover from its predecessor, performance-wise, it delivers a smooth experience, especially when I'm handling a handful of daily tasks. It manages to jump from one task to another without lagging on my end. I did a lot of scrolling and browsing on the net and played a lot of games. Well, I can say that I had decent gameplay, especially in Mobile Legends. I have everything set in high to ultra graphics and it did not disappoint. While for graphics-intensive games, the phone handled it smoothly, though there's a bit of stutter, but it's no big deal. I still had a good time playing around in Zenless Zone Zero with the graphics setting toned down to medium. Playing games for a long time made the phone just a bit warm, but it's not something to be worried about. And a small tip to avoid stutter and achieve smooth gameplay on graphics-intensive games, just set everything to mid. When it comes to benchmark tests, it did record a high score of 800K plus on Antutu storage. To those interested in the benchmark results of the phone, you can check it out right here on your screen. Software-wise, the vivo V50 runs on the latest Android 15 with FunTouch OS 15 skinned on top. The UI is still the usual, you can easily identify that this is a Vivo phone. But we did notice the upgrade with animations and allowing users to have fun with the FunTouch OS 15 aesthetics. We also took advantage of the Google Gemini Assistant, call-in screen translation, and AI-efficient tools, such as the AI transcript records, which translate audio recordings into text and offer summary capabilities, enabling various languages and increasing productivity. The vivo V50 did come with several bloatware, and that's something I'm not a fan of, but they can be easily managed and have it uninstalled. For software support, Vivo promises 3 major OS upgrades and 4 years of security patches. Moving on to battery, the vivo V50 packs a massive 6,000 mAh unit, larger than its predecessor, which only had 5,500 mAh of capacity. Despite the phone's thin profile, you'll never imagine that there's a huge power supply inside, a very compact one. This is because Vivo uses a Blue Bolt battery, which is made of silicon carbon and has made everything possible to fit a thin yet powerful supply pack inside. The battery pack supports a 90 watts flash charge. We had it tested out the entire day, and I tell you, I've drained it for 2 days without charging. This is from 100% to 0%, and for proof, we did a PC Mark battery test and it gave us an insane 21 hours and 3 minutes. The battery is vicious, you know why? My social battery can keep up with the phone's battery life. Kidding aside, the vivo V50 is indeed a phone you can rely on in terms of daily consumption. For connectivity, the phone supports Wi-Fi 6, 5G, 4G LTE, and Bluetooth 5.4. Wrapping this one up, if you're looking for a phone that is durable, handy, has great cameras, and an efficient battery, then the vivo V50 5G is the one you can consider. Aside from a phone focused on photography mainly, having it as your daily driver can suffice your need. It delivers a smooth experience while watching videos and movies with its great display, doing tasks, surfing the net, playing games, and scrolling on socials. And for a phone with a premium aesthetics, it is durable and supplies you enough power with its massive battery that lasts for days. So to answer the question of is it worth it? It is actually. You get the solid features for its price. So if you find this video informative, please hit that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and click that bell icon to keep you posted. Don't forget to follow us on our socials, that's Facebook, IG, TikTok, Twitter, or X, and visit yugatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Again, this has been Earl and the vivo V50 5G, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!